Hey, everybody. Michelle is here. Michelle is here on this Saturday, I think. Yep, Saturday, December the 7th, 2024. In the place to be. I just finished eating, having me something to drink, and chances are I'm going to go and get me something else to drink shortly after I finish here. But I wanted to come back and follow up again on these interpersonal relationships and how I can help you to navigate through these maddening times ahead, which are not good. And anybody saying anything other than that is deceiving you and manipulating you. And they're also deceiving and manipulating you when they tell you that politics is going to help. You know, politics is a game, and what politics is doing is making things worse, not better. You know, things are not getting better with politics, and that was not the whole intention anyway. If anyone understands the history of politics, you know, politics in general has nothing to do with the people that they serve. It has to do with, you know, that pyramid, Ponzi, whatever it's called about politics. Sure, there are people with great intentions to lead this country properly, but we have plenty of evidence to support that has not been the case. And I put a video out a while ago about, you know, so many people put so much on the shoulders of politics. Okay. And each time, you know, we get fucked every time. You know, we get fucked every time believing that a certain person in office is going to make changes to this world, this planet, this universe, and individually, nonetheless. So it has to be up to the individual to have the sounds and tones to resonate with like-mindedness of people, and we're going to have to assist like that in small communities of people, small collectiveness of people, small like-mindedness of people. And it's difficult, I'm not going to lie, but once you know who you are, what you are, and why you are, you'll understand why it's possible to make a difference. It really is. I put out a post or a video somewhere where I said, joy, happiness, and enthusiasm are within. Okay? They are within, regardless of what's going on outside of you. So if you have genuine joy, enthusiasm, and happiness, it doesn't matter what's going on outside of you. You'll still be able to comfort yourself in knowing that you have the joy, enthusiasm, and peace of mind, love, especially universal love. You have all that there in you. So yes, it's troubling if you don't get what you want. Okay, that would be lying if you say, okay, that you don't like certain outcomes of things. Okay, that's honest. But anything other than that is it's almost like wasting energy. We don't have the luxury anymore of wasting our energy. It's our energy is what is responsible for the encasement of negativity that gets fortified continuously, and it's due to our thinking or lack thereof, actually. And I told you, criminal energy feeds off of people that are not thinking. You know, they feed off, that criminal energy feeds off of individuals, more so human beings, that are not thinking properly. And that causes brain cells to start dying. And then before you know it, you know, you're in a self-created, man-made dementia. And chances are you won't know you're there, because a lot of people that suffer with dementia have no idea that they are suffering with dementia, unfortunately. So I want to come back to the interpersonal relationships. And like, as I said in the previous videos, it makes perfect sense when you do not want to be bothered. Okay? So accept that, breathe, Be comforted in that. Just be comfort in that. Comfort yourself. No one has to know what you're doing when you tap on your across your chest. I got this. I got this. You know what I mean? And say that to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to, but as you're sitting, minding your own business, preferably in a safe space. That is the most important thing when you're evolving your consciousness, to be in a safe space. And so your partner, your wife, your husband, your significant other, they have to respect that. I was being hesitant, but they have to accept that. They have to allow you that kind of space to. And if they're interfering, okay, all right. So that's a sign right there. That's a sign. And so, just think about that. And reach out to people like myself to help you through. Just help you navigate through all of this. This is something that most people have no idea. What I do and others is something that's no one's doing. And there's a reason. And like I said, the encasement of negativity, it from the perspective of the people with negative intentions, that negative criminal energy, they believe that they're doing this for the best interest of you. But that's that sophisticated ability of those type of individuals to lie and manipulate and deceive you. They're experts. If in the distant future, when other human beings like our descendants look back on this planet, who knows what state it'll be in, they're going to say, wow, they're going to be looking in and thinking, what in the world was going on? I mean, they're going to have documentation and information to, kind of, know the story, know the story about planet Earth, but they're going to be questioning, what in the world, And again, there's a lot of things that are going on in the background that you're not supposed to know about. And some people are okay with that. They say, well, let somebody else deal with it. Let God deal with it. Right? Let the Lord deal with it. It ain't my business. I'm going to turn it over to Jesus. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn it over to Satan. This is the same. If you're saying you're turning something over, you could be turning it over to Satan. You can be turning it over to Jesus and Lord, Christ. And, it's all the same energy. It's all the same energy. So, and like I said, it's just energy anyway. Again, if anyone's going to be saving us, human beings on the planet, we're going to be rescued. We're going to be saved, possibly, by other human beings. Okay, whether they are already on the planet or outside of our soul system. Okay, interpersonal relationships. So again, I understand completely all the work that I've done on myself and the type of energy that I have within me. Or you think, honestly, I'm going to jeopardize that to be dealing with criminal energy or dealing with unmatched energy from other people? No, I'm not. I'm not dealing with it. And a lot of people talk about introverts versus extroverts. Well, there's just a lot of, I see that as more so theories and opinions. Actually, I don't necessarily, after so much contemplation, so much experience, I don't even know that even plays a role. Actually, I mean, it's how you resonate with people. It's how they make you feel. I'm around people that I'm comfortable with. And what does that mean? Well, I'm comfortable. I enjoy their presence. I enjoy their energy. And I'm a protective type of person. That's just my personality. I like to make sure that person is protected. If I'm around people that I care about, trust me, I'm going to protect you as best I can. Okay, am I going to slip and fall and make mistakes? Absolutely. Am I going to miss, if we're like having a conversation with each other, And some people will say, Michelle, are you paying attention to me? I actually am paying attention to you, but I need to know, okay, are we safe in this environment right now? So that's what I'm doing. And I used to tell people that when I was first responder, because when you are a victim of something, or you are kind of consumed about something going on in your life, sometimes you miss what's happening around you. That used to happen all the time as a first responder. For example, I'll go and meet with someone that had an incident that happened to them, and immediately, they're ready to, tell me what happened, tell me what happened, tell me what happened. They're ready to tell me what happened, tell me what happened. And so what I usually do, though, is I'm not necessarily paying attention to what they're saying right now. I'm kind of looking around to say, okay, are we in a safer environment? Because I've run into so many people that they're so ready to tell you what happened that they can be standing on a railroad track for all they know. And in other words, they're just not paying attention to their environment. And usually people that are attempting to lie sometimes, they're usually the ones that used to run up to me. They used to be running, officer, wanting to tell me their story first. I want to tell you my story first. Or they want to listen to what the other person says so that they can adapt their situation. So I used to have to separate them. Okay, you stay over there, you stay over there. And, so as I said with me, I'm listening, but I'm also making sure, okay, are we safe sitting here? And so so some people will think, okay, ma'am, are you listening to me? Officer, are you listening to me? And I say, oh yeah, I'm listening, but I'm also making sure we're safe here. Okay, that's more important to me. I can always, and this is a great technique to improve your listening skills anyway, is to repeat what the person is saying to you. If this person says, I'm upset, and then, I'll say, well, you're upset? So those are there's a lot of techniques, and a lot of people are out there telling you this and that and the other. You just have to be really cautious. And the thing is, yes, you want to feel comfortable. I've gone around hundreds, maybe thousands of people who have said this to me. I'm not doing anything in particular any differently than I do. I don't care what my disposition is. Some people will come up to me and say they feel safe around me. Okay, but then I also get that hard, negative type of approach towards me. Where certain personalities just are not, they're not feeling me at all, and there's usually reasons behind that as well. Okay, so my point is, make sure that you are safe wherever you are and whoever you're dealing with. Fuck whatever they think about that, honestly. If someone gets offended because you do not feel safe around them, that's their damn business. And you need to make sure you own up on that quickly and say, look, you don't even have to say anything. Look, I'm just not comfortable here. I'm gonna leave. And don't make any other excuses about that. Leave and get into a place of safety. Because again, we have a reason to be not wanting to be bothered. It's because we're so massively overpopulated. We have everybody's energy going. Like I said, just imagine that we don't have our bodies and we're just nothing but a flow of energy. And so what our energy is doing is interfering with the energy of others. We're kind of in each other's way with our energy and the flow of it. And it's driving a lot of us insane, literally, figuratively, and metaphorically. And so what we need to work on together, is as individually or groups, is how to properly, readjust our energy into places so that we can have a sense of safety. And I'm telling you, if somebody wants to separate from the population, quote unquote, and go to places where they feel safe, let these people go. Let them go. There is nothing wrong with being separate but equal. What we need to focus on is being equal. We should not be forcing people to be together. Okay, forcing people to live together. Forcing people to be in the same communities together. Okay, we need to be separate but equal. Work on equality, meaning, that a biological man is a biological man to be treated with respect. A biological woman is a biological woman to be treated with respect. Those are the elements of what we have. Respect the biological man, however he identifies, is irrelevant. Respect the biological woman, however she identifies, is irrelevant. You need to give respect to human beings that consist of biological men and biological women. Okay, I told you universal love was already inclusive. We like to divide people up, and separate people. I mean, not separate, but we like to impose on people. We like to invade. We're not properly allowing people to choose where they want to live, choose who they want to be with, blah, 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 blah. But also what's happening too is there's a lot of people that are delusional and hallucinating when they believe that they can control, such natural elements of this planet, such natural elements of the universe, and break all the rules because that's what, and so that's that degeneracy. It's a degeneracy. It's a devolving of logical, rational, and reasonable thinking. That's where we lack so much. So as we get through these troubling times ahead, like I said, I'm going to help, and I'm going to offer my services to many of you out there to help you get back on the track, even though there's going to be a lot of interference. There's going to be a lot of blockage. There's going to be, all this other negative energy factors to deal with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start right here on the topic of the pitfalls of interpersonal relationships. And I'm going to go ahead and do some things that I need to do today. But trust me, I will be back.